Okay. Okay. So welcome once again. So let me take you through the agenda. Um, Agenda that today I'll be starting as people are still joining in as keeps happening. I'll introduce myself and also the company. We'll talk about Six Sigma benefits, and after that we will look into a little bit of understanding and applications of DMAG methodology, Six Sigma methodology, and we'll do a project. And we'll together do a project. So Lean and Six Sigma follows DMAG, define, measure, analyze, improvement, control methodology, and we will use that. We will learn that, and this voice is it not audible? You want me to increase my voice?
Voice is better, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I think you can those who are finding it difficulty, you can increase the volume. Yes, and we will also see some of the. In case there is some time, I will take you through the roadmap of implementing Lean and Six Sigma. Okay, so let me introduce you to the company. And a warm welcome once again to everyone.
Hi, welcome to Anexas. Anexas has been consulting and training the professionals in the organizations around the world since 2006, and we have trained more than 150,000 people and consulted for more than 500 organizations, which includes Fortune 100 organizations too. I'm Amitabh Saxena, and I have designed this program based on my 30 years of experience while working in various industries across many domains. The whole Anexas team once again joins me in welcoming you.
Sir, you're on mute.
So on behalf of 36 people who are supporting this program at this point of time, they're bringing together this program to you. I welcome everyone. We have been around since 2006, so around 19 years into Lean Six Sigma trainings. Lots of projects. 150,000 people have been trained worldwide and certified and Lean and Six Sigma. Apart from that, around 150,000 more people in project management, AI, data analytics, CPHQ, and project management, PMI, CAPM, etc. We have done. I'm a chemical engineer, MBA Finance from Janalal Bajaj, and then also write poetry, English and Hindi. I completed black belt certification a long time ago. It used to cost a lot. It was available in few locations, few countries. So I've traveled there, spent a lot of money, but it was it was a good investment. And as I said before you, I'm a master black belt data scientist, CPHQ, PMP, etc. And also written certain books, and also have got clients worldwide in almost all domains. More than 200 companies have been served, including Fortune 100 companies, and spoken in various conferences. And also, if just to prove that I have done that, I will show you some photographs too. You too can achieve all these things. That is why I'm showing it to you. That is why I'm introducing myself to you. And you can learn not only from me, or from my experience, but also what others have taught me, and especially my students have taught me. Some photographs to just prove that I have been doing training programs around the world. I also take pride in telling that I conducted the first ever black belt training program in whole of Middle East back in 2007. Okay, so yeah, multiple continents, US, Europe, Australia. I'm a permanent resident of Australia, but most of my time spent in Middle East because most of my clients are there.
I am Shekhar Suman, and I wish to congratulate all the Six Sigma certified black belt from Anexas. All the best.
So those who are from India, they may recognize this Z Business TV show where I appeared in multiple sessions.
On 21st of May 2019, I'm going to speak in America.
Continuously for 8 years, I have spoken. Last year, I spoke about reducing nosocomial infections in hospitals, means hospital-induced infections using Lean and Six Sigma techniques. Indian Railways, Saudi Railways, and American. It's an honor. And lots of manufacturing companies, services industries, banks, logistics, retail industry, IT companies, entertainment companies, they are all our clients. Written lots of articles in Times of India, Gulf News, in Dainik Bhaskar, and published book also. Deputy Health Minister of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Tarif Alama, and also now Dr. Muhammad Abdul Ali.
We have
all our
Dr. Tarif
there are
Alama.
lots of credentials. Maybe I will not be able to show all the credentials to you, but I hope I have established my credentials, and I think now you will trust me whenever, whatever. I know a little bit of Six Sigma. At least you will believe me now. Okay, anyway, so let us see. Let's start with the Lean and Six Sigma benefits. Can you find some of the similarities? Can you find some of the similarities? What is the common thread running through all these bullet points? Tell me. And also, tell me if you can find a commonality. A manufacturing company improves production. A hospital reduces discharge time. Recruitment time is reduced. Hotel improves customer experience. Bank reduces errors. And insurance claims time gets reduced. So what are the things? What are the common things? As some of you are telling, yes, this is about improvement, yes. And also let me tell you, this is also about Lean and Six Sigma projects. Lean and Six Sigma projects, right? They are all projects. So if you ask me, in one sentence, what is Lean and Six Sigma? I would say that Lean and Six Sigma is a project approach towards process improvement. Project approach towards process improvement. Now, what do you mean by that? Project, what is the definition of a project? What is the basic definition of a project? The basic definition of a project is it has got a starting point and it has got an end point. It doesn't exist after some time. It is a one-time endeavor. So what you are doing project in a process. And what is a process? Process is something which is repetitive in nature, which keeps repeating again and again. So you are doing a project in a process. Okay, I hope. So Shankar Lingam is telling attract customers. Yes, at least Meena Moilo is telling time management. You are right. Almost you are right. Everyone is right. Yes, Muhammad Abrar is there. Okay. So you can always some people are asking, will the training this is being recorded, of course, and it will be available on YouTube also. And you can subscribe to our channel and also download Anexas app. There's an app, Anexas, and download Anexas app, and you can have access to lots of training material and lots of certification programs on your mobile. So I was talking about Lean and Six Sigma. So a Lean and Six Sigma is a project approach towards process improvement. What is a process? Process is something which is repetitive in nature, which is again and again repeating. You keep doing something. You're going to office. Going to office is a process because it happens every day, right? So that is a process. So any process you want to improve, you can do using project improvement. Say, for example, I want to reduce my weight. Okay, my health, eating and living is a process, right? And I want to improve that living process, or I want to increase my health. And one of the measures, see, you can't improve if you cannot measure. So one of the measures is, what is one of the measures? One of the measures is weight. So I want to reduce my weight so I can do a project. So today my weight is, let's say 80 kgs, and I would like to reduce it to 72 kgs by, let's say, August 15th, 2025. So in this case, this becomes a project. Okay. So these projects have been done by us in many organizations, and I'm speaking from my experience that Lean and Six Sigma reduces the costs, reduces the defect, reduces the waste, reduces the rework. Rework in the process means you commit mistakes, you produce defective products or defective services, and then you correct it. That itself is a waste. It's a rework. It wastes the company's money and time. So when you're doing this, you can reduce rework, you can reduce the cycle times, you can improve the quality, production efficiency, productivity, and customer satisfaction, capacity, profitability. And when you do all these things, you are doing Six Sigma, you can do projects to reduce the bullet points, whatever mentioned on the left side, and to increase whatever is mentioned on the right side. And which CEO would not love a person who can achieve all these? In fact, Lean and Six Sigma green belts and black belts are loved by people. Now, I'd like to tell you how you can achieve that. Bob Gelman took this as a challenge that he would like to improve his company by 5 times in 5 years. And without knowing how he is going to do it, he invited suggestions. And one of the suggestions was coming from Bill Smith and Michael Harry. They said that, why don't we use statistical approach? They were using project approach to improve their processes. So their machine downtime was, let's say, 10 hours per week. They would reduce the 10 hours per week to 5 hours per week in the next 6 months. So this would definitely improve their processes. And Bob Gelman got very much impressed with what these two gentlemen, Bill Smith and Michael Harry, were doing. And he asked them, can you make it happen across the company? Means now, right now, both of you are doing some improvement projects. I want hundreds and hundreds of people doing the same thing. How can you make it happen? And they devised a methodology called Six Sigma, where they designed in a way that, they would train the people in statistical tools and techniques. So they would make the people expert in data analytics. Okay. And I'm talking about 30, 40, 50 years ago. Data analytics. It is a very old branch. Nowadays, everywhere you see data analysis, people talking about machine learning. But this data science, data analytics existed long time ago. And I've been teaching myself Lean and Six Sigma tools and techniques. I know regression and binary logistic regression, we have been teaching for the last, I have been teaching myself for the last 30 years. So it did exist, although it was not so popular then. So using data analytics approach, they started improving the processes. They would train the people, they would train their employees from different departments in statistical tools and techniques. And these trained people who are known as green belts and black belts, who would be the people who can fight any quality related problem in any industry, like green belts and black belts. Like the black belt can fight any enemy. So similarly, green belts and black belts in quality would be able to find any defect, error, delay, customer dissatisfaction, anything which is not bringing the company to not bringing the company to glory. Whatever is not bringing the company to glory, definitely they could fight with that and make it happen, make the improve the profitability of the company, reduce the costs, and improve the customer satisfaction. And once they created a few green belts and black belts in the company, they would do multiple projects. And you can imagine the company actually transformed. In 1988, they won the first Malcolm Baldrige Award. And after that, Jack Welch wanted, and he loved this methodology so much that he told his employees that you will not be promoted if you are not a green belt. So everyone want to be a green belt. And that's how Lean Six Sigma spread in GE2. After that, GE started telling their suppliers that if you want to get business from us, you have to implement Lean and Six Sigma. So this is how Lean and Six Sigma started. I hope you understood. It started in Motorola, and Lean actually, Six Sigma actually started in Motorola. Lean started in Toyota. Now, there's not much time to tell you the story of Toyota. If time permits, later on I will tell you. But there are lots of videos in my YouTube channel, Anexas. There's a YouTube channel called Anexas. You can subscribe to that. And all these stories, all the information. And today also, we are going to learn some real good tools which are going to benefit you and your company. You can start using some of the tools right away. And obviously, some of the tools, I'll be just showing the glimpses which you can learn by becoming a green belt too. So let me give a very brief now, very high level view of what is Lean and what is Six Sigma. Lean is about mapping the process. Now, can you please tell me if there is a poll question, which industry you are from? If you can tell me which industry you belong to. So in this case, I will try to give some examples from the similar industries of yours so that I can, you can connect with me. So you can just do a poll here, which industry you belong to, if there's a poll here. So I see people, Abhijit saying chemicals, Jitendra saying pharmacy, Mohammed saying automotive. So many people are from manufacturing, many people are from healthcare and hospital also, okay. And yeah, so please participate in the poll so that I can give the relevant examples. So I see primarily people from manufacturing, healthcare, and construction too. Construction, in fact, lean construction, I have a special program for, I have done see, all the tools and techniques are applicable to all industries. They are common to each industry. There's no industry specific tool, but I do training programs, especially for green belt for healthcare, green belt for construction, green belt for manufacturing industries. And there are many programs available on in my channel. You can always view them. But also in Arabic, I have a program in Arabic, in English, Hindi also. Those who are interested, they can watch that as well. So thanks for participating in the poll. Some of you are students also, very few people, but there are some students. Welcome, special welcome to you. You can become a green belt immediately and get an edge over other students, and getting your job faster. Others, if you have whatever is your salary, apply 25%, up to 25 to 30%. And if your salary is very less, then in that case, you can double your salary too. Now here, I think, thanks for participating in the poll. And I have got an idea that you have maximum people are from manufacturing, and then second is coming healthcare. So I'll try to give examples from both. Let me start giving a lean example from healthcare. And see, the tools are same. So either I give any example, manufacturing or healthcare, the tool remains the same. So please understand that part. 7 or 8 wastes. How many of you have heard of a waste? 7 or 8 wastes. Just write yes or no. Have you heard of yes or no? So that I can talk about it. I can see, I am going to imagine you don't know anything about the subject. That's how I'm going to imagine. A lot of people are saying no. Okay, so let me talk about it. Lean and Six Sigma is Lean and Six Sigma have been combined together. Okay, so Lean means mapping the process as it is. Map the process as it is. Okay, not the way you want it to be, but the way it is. For that, we do Gemba investigation. What is that? Gemba. Gemba means go to the field in Japanese. Japanese, we call it as Gemba. Okay? Gemba. So we call it as Gemba investigation. Gemba. Gemba. Okay. So when you are looking at any process to improve, first you map the process. Okay. So first you do a value stream map, and to save my time, because we have got a limited time, I will not draw this map for you, but I'll just show you. Okay. So here, this is a map. Okay. This think of any organization. Think of any organization. This organization, any organization, is represented in this. Oh my God, this is too much, too much complicated. Should I make it fresh? Should I make it fresh or? Yeah, it will save my time. That is why I'm trying to. Yeah. So let me keep it simple first. Yeah. So what's happening here is, okay. Let me try to uh, present to you a model of all the companies in the world. Think of your own company. It has got certain inputs, isn't it? It has got certain inputs and it has got certain outputs, isn't it? Can you think of? Just try to just tell me. Are you able to connect with this diagram? Are you able to connect with this diagram? You have suppliers. They're supplying the inputs. Yeah, they're supplying the inputs. Okay, and these inputs are being processed through a series of steps or departments, and you are producing an output. I hope you are able to connect. Yeah, say yes or no. Okay, most of you are saying yes, so that's great. You saved my time. Otherwise, I would have drawn on the whiteboard. Same diagram. Okay. Now, output goes to the customer. The output is consumed by the customer. Customer actually gives a feedback on your product. So either you are making product or you are delivering a service. There is no third kind of output. Either you are your output is a product or a service. And I'm being a little fast because I want to give you lots of concepts, but let me know in case I'm very fast, because in yellow belt, generally I'm a little fast because, I'm trying to give you too many things in just short time. And that's the way it is. But if you think that you would like me to slow down, I will be happy. For statistical tools and techniques, I'll be a little slow anyway. But these are simple topics. Whatever I'm telling you, are simple topics. So that's why I'm a little fast. By the way, I've got lots of videos also, ready-made videos explaining all these concepts. You can always watch them as well. And I'll show you some glimpses. And how many of you from Middle East, those who know Arabic, how many of you know Arabic? If you can just say yes, just say yes, then I can even show you a very interesting thing after. Yeah, so Imran and some of you know Arabic. Okay, great. Okay, just write yes in case you know. Don't, yeah. Oh, there lots of people know Arabic. A lot of people from Middle East are there. Okay. Great. So just to tell you, I've got a full-fledged video, full material also, which is about green belt training. And you can watch, you can even get an access to the video. If you don't want to attend my live sessions, you can even get access to my videos in Hindi or English or Arabic. And the one I was referring to, and I just told you certain things, just.
مرحبا، أنا أميتاب سكسينا، شكرا لانضمامك إلى دورتنا ومقتطفاتنا. سأطلعك على موضوعات الحزام الأخضر وموضوعات الحزام الأسود يوما بعد يوم وساعة بساعة، وسأشارك أيضا تجاربي لأن لين وسكس سيجما أحدث فرقا كبيرا في مسيرتي المهنية. إذا سألني أحدهم ما هو لين وسيكس سيجما، أود أن أقول إن لين وسيكس سيجما هو نهج مشروع نحو تحسين العملية، ويعني أنك تختار المشاريع. والآن ما هو تعريف المشروع؟
Okay, so I was just telling you that whatever I said in English in the first few 5 minutes, this is being the same thing repeated in Arabic. The people in Arabic who know Arabic will just confirm it. So another 15 seconds I'll play and I'll switch over to English.
المشروع له نقطة بداية ونقطة نهاية. المشروع نشاط لمرة واحدة. فماذا تفعل في لين وسيكس سيجما؟ اختر مشاريع
I'm just telling that what is the definition of a project. This is a starting point, it is an end point, and a Lean Six Sigma. If you ask me in one sentence what is Lean Six Sigma definition, it means that it is a one-time endeavor. That's what I was telling. Okay, a Lean Six Sigma is project approach towards process improvement. Okay, coming back. Now let us go to our process. So I want to improve a process. Your organization, So you have a customer, you want to make a customer happy, right? He will give you feedback, and you also calculate the demand of the of your product from the customer based on some forecast planning or in generic asking by the customer. These two things will be analyzed by the strategy or planning department, your planning department, and they will ask the suppliers to give the supplies. And also, based on the feedback of the customers, the planning team or the strategy team will inform departments A, B, C, D to change the parameters of their processes. Okay. Ashish is asking, please share the link of the Hindi videos. So this whole yellow belt training is also available in Hindi and green belt also. If you are interested, you can just, it's a very low cost, very, very low cost. If you just want to access it on our learning management system, we'll be happy to provide you the details as well. The yellow belt training in Hindi, if you can just put in a link, my team can put that link for you, and you can always watch that at a later stage. Great. So, yeah, so I was talking about this whole diagram, and it represents your organization. It doesn't represent, see, even for a department, you can make this diagram. This is known as value stream map, VSM. Remember this term, value stream map. Value stream map. VSM, value stream map. This is how your value is created for your customer. Customer is interested in your value. Customer is not interested in the product or the service. Customer is interested in the value. Suppose you are manufacturing a car. The car is the product. Customer is not interested in the car. Customer is interested in the value he or she derived from the car. What is the value? Ease of transportation. Getting transported from one place to another place comfortably. That is what the customer wants. That is the value. And car is delivering that value. That is why the customer likes the car. But if you focus on the value, see, suppose the customer finds that value being transported from one place to another place using something else. He will forget about your car. You may keep try to improve your car. It is of no use. Like Kodak company, they tried to improve their cameras, but then later on, they did not focus on the value. What was the value customers were asking for in a camera? Storing the memories. That is what was the value. The companies which focused on the value, they are still ahead. Okay. Great. So all these things involve change management. All these things involve change management. Okay. It's not easy to change. There's a video, many of my videos have got more than 1 million views. One video is change management. So if my team can put, I'm not going to describe change management here because today I'm going to talk about more of yellow belt, some basic tools and techniques. So, but if you are interested in learning about change management, I have got one video, in fact, two videos. One is change management generic video, which one has got 1 million views. Another video is about one more video, which is giving you the details of change management. There are two videos like that. So both videos, I will be happy to give it to you. So please watch these videos and you can learn more about change management. But yes, coming back, this is a company, this is a department, this is a process. Now, I want to improve a process because I want to make the customer happy. Now, customer is unhappy because of many things. Customer is evaluating your product based on some measures. Customer is evaluating your product based on some measures. Yeah. So suppose you are, it depends on what you are producing, product or service. But some of the common measures, would be, we call it a CTQ. In Lean and Six Sigma, we call it as critical to quality measures. Critical to quality, CTQ, critical to quality measures. One of them could be time, time taken to deliver a particular material, cycle times. Yeah. Another is accuracy. Yeah. Another is cost. So these three CTQs or measures are very, very important for all products and all services. Think of your product, think of your services. How will you measure? Time can be measured in hours, days, etc. Accuracy can be measured in terms of defects or non-defects, means percentage of defects or percentage of errors. Yeah. And so errors, here it could be cycle time. I'm just taking an example. Errors or error percentage, and cost could be measured in whichever currency you want to measure. Apart from that, there would be many measures. Say, for example, you are producing some, let's say, you're producing certain things and you would like to improve. You'd like to, if you're producing, let's say car, so one of the measure would be speed. Another measure could be mileage. Chocolates, if you're producing chocolates, so one critical measure could be weight of the chocolate. Yeah. If you are producing oil, then viscosity of the oil, boiling point of the oil. These are all the measures which you are having. Okay. From Q&A, Virgilio is asking, how can we take the certification for YB? Yes, my team will tell you. Yes, Yellow Belts, you can get the certificate very easily. My team will tell you. Okay. So my team can describe how to get the certificate as well. Okay, coming back. So this is known as value stream map. Now we start with the value stream map. We identify there is a problem in the process. See, lot of, let's say, I'll give one or two example of ways. Suppose you can complete this particular work job in department A in 10 minutes, B in 10 minutes, 10 minutes and 10 minutes. The customer is also arriving every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, your customer wants a product. Okay, this is your rate of producing a product. This is the rate of your demand. So if every department is producing in 10 minutes, this is a continuous flow. Example, there's no work in process inventory in your process. I'm not using jargons right now, but I'm trying to give you a concept. But suppose department C is taking 20 minutes to complete a job. So what will happen? There will be a queue in front of the department C. We call it as work in process inventory. That's a waste. Inventory is a waste. Inventory in the raw material, inventory of the outputs, which the customer is not consuming. Money is stuck in that. Inventory is a waste. Waiting time. This unit is being waiting to be processed. Customer is also waiting. Every 10 minutes, customer is coming. But department C is getting stuck here. Product is getting stuck. The customer is to wait. So one waste leads to another. So there are 7 wastes. Now I'll not go into the details of each and every waste for the time being. So coming back to this diagram, there are 7 wastes. Rather than I'll give that example and maybe I'll take healthcare example first, and then I'll go to the manufacturing also. Okay, great. Now we look at this, right? Overproduction, producing more than required, producing more cars than required is a waste. Waiting time is a waste. Transportation, making things move from one place to another place unnecessarily is a waste. It's not adding any value to the customer. See, what the customer finds value in, if customer gets some value out of it. What is value added in a non-value added step? Any step which is not being performed right the first time. If you are reworking, reviewing, anything starting with if you are redoing something, it is a waste. Okay, it is a waste. Overprocessing means you are doing something more than required by the customer. Customer never asked you, but you are still doing it. It's a waste. Inventory is a waste. rework and rejections is a waste. You are producing errors, producing mistakes, and then spending time and money of your organization in making mistakes and then correcting it. It's a waste. It is not adding value to the customers. When you buy a laptop, let's say you buy a Dell laptop, and Dell company says, I've got 100 inspectors checking the laptops. You will say, why you need 100 inspectors? You say, well, while producing laptops, we make a lot of mistakes. Then we have to put 100 inspectors to correct that mistakes. You will say, I'm not going to pay their salary. I'm not going to pay for them. You are interested in the laptop. You are not interested in checking 100 times. Why you are checking? Because you are committing mistakes. Please correct your mistakes. Don't commit mistakes. Train your people so that they don't commit mistakes. That will reduce the waste in the system, and that will reduce the cost of your laptop. Yeah, as a customer, you will always say that. Underutilized resources is also another waste. Okay, let me give an example of this. Let me give you some example. Sorry, I'm jumping to the little bit towards the end of the presentation because I see a lot of healthcare people are there. So let me give some healthcare example related to waste, and then I'll come back to our Six Sigma also. I'll talk about Six Sigma as well. So waste means intellect, scrap, waiting, inventory. If you want to remember the waste, there's an acronym called Tim Woods, or I swim too. There's another acronym, I swim too, or another acronym, downtime. Whatever you like, you can remember. Some arrange these words into Tim Woods, downtime, whichever way you can remember the 7 or 8 wastes. Nowadays there are 8 wastes. In Japanese, you call them as muda. Muda, or something like that. That's how they pronounce it. Muda. Okay. In Japanese language or Chinese language, music is also important. The intonation they call. So anyway, I've worked in a lot of Southeast Asian companies as well, so I am aware of that. I have Japan, all Southeast Asian companies. A lot of good quality practices are being followed. So I have done a very, very good, thorough study and also visits to their plants. I've learned many things. I keep sharing with my clients. I've told you those who joined late, they missed it out. But I was talking about lots of my clients in the beginning, a lot of impressive clients. This is again a hospital where we did a quick Gemba walk. I hope you still remember. Gemba means go and see how the job is being done, how the process is being performed. Walking to the outpatient, it is not adding any value to the customer. You are the customer, you are the patient. What do you want? What is the value you wanted from your blood test? You want to know the health status. That is the value you want. Now, walking to the OPD, registration is not adding any value. Walking to lab is not adding any value. Nothing. So many steps are not adding value to the patient. Maybe 1 or 2 steps are adding value to the patient. I'm willing to pay for that. Trust me, we have eliminated so many things in many of the hospitals in Middle East, in Saudi Arabia, in Australia, in India, there's a Japanese hospital called Sakura Hospital, and also Beijing Hospital. Lots of hospitals, we eliminated the waste by just talking about the waste. Nurse call, like 80% of the nurse calls are waste, means waste of intelligence, means nurse is not there to take care of your pillow cover is dirty, your bed sheet is dirty, but 80% of the calls from the patients are, my pillow cover is dirty, my bed sheet is dirty. That is waste of intelligence of the nurse. Nurse is not there to take care of your bed sheet. She is there to give you the medicine, monitor your temperature and blood pressure. So that's an example of a waste I was talking about. There are some case studies of hospitals. I'll not go into the details, but using those lean concepts, we could double the cardiology lab capacity from 8 to 16, reduce the diagnosis to exam time from 2,000 minutes to 64 minutes, cut admission from 17 minutes to 5 minutes, etc. And a lot of approval steps. Every process, not only in healthcare, everywhere. You think of your company, lot of approvals are there, approval after approval after approval. They are not adding any value. They are not adding any value. There was one CEO, I asked him, what are you doing? He said, for 1 hour, I'm just signing the files. In the morning, I come and sign the files. I asked him, do you read those files? He said, how can I read those files? There are so many files. You are not reading the files, then you are signing it. Why you are not reading the file? Because it has been read by my vice president, he said. I went to the vice president. I asked him, what are you reading those files which you are signing? He said, no, my assistant manager has done it. My manager has done it. You keep on asking. No one is reading the files. They're just signing. Why? Because this is the procedure. Now, this procedure was made 20 years ago when it was required, when they were learning certain things. So they wanted to check and recheck and recheck and recheck. Now they are all experts. There is no need for checking again and again and getting approvals. All your approvals, which you see, are result of some mistakes someone committed 10 years ago. Someone committed a mistake, some fatal error happened, and they put a check. They said, oh my God, our people are committing mistakes. Let us have an approval. Let us have an approval. Approval after approval after approval. Not adding any value. Today, technology has changed. A lot of waste in the system. Remove the waste. Critically evaluate the 8 wastes. We call it as escape technique. Eliminate, simplify, automate, combine, and parallel. Escape technique. Observe each step. Ask these 5 questions. Can I combine? Escape, ESCAP. Eliminate. Can I eliminate? Can I simplify? Can I combine? Can I automate? Can I make it parallel? Ask these 5 questions on every step. And immediately you will find, oh, this step is not at all needed. Why are we doing it? No one knows why we are doing it, but still doing it. You have fax machine in your company. Fax machine is not adding any value. Any document can be sent to anyone in this world in few seconds through your mobile. But still you have fax machine. No one asks any question. Why we have a fax machine? These are all wastes. Unnecessary process motion, unnecessary waiting, etc. Person sitting idle in a company, underutilized, is a waste. Looking at the social media is a waste. Or not doing the job which is assigned to is a waste of intelligence. Okay? Any equipment not being used is a waste. Lots of waste in the company. Cost of a 5-minute MD walk is a waste. Walking is a waste. Walk to elevator, 1 minute, elevator, wait 3 minutes. All these activities are waste. Imagine millions of dollars. Think of this hospital. $12 elevator wait per day per nurse, 300 nurses multiplied by 365 days, millions of dollars lost. I'm talking about one of the American hospitals we are consulting. We talked about that. National Healthcare Service in UK, they are our clients. Okay. Lab, pharmacy, 2nd floor, radiation equipment, ground floor, lot of waste of movement. Bring them all to 1 floor. Okay, so there is a concept called pokayoke, like a rice cooker. Even by mistake, it will not burn. Why? It will automatically switch off. Foolproofing, even a foolish person cannot commit mistake. Make your systems like that. Robust process designs, smart machines cannot be set nor operated beyond normal, safe or maximum levels. Example of pokayoke. What is pokayoke? There's a link given. Please watch that link. You'll learn more about pokayoke given by Shri Shingo. Robust process design. Abnormal values cannot be entered. Normal range 0.001 grams to 0.01 grams. Okay, 0.1 grams will be rejected automatically. Nitrogen on oxygen cylinders, they have got different types of connections. They can't be interconnected. They can't be connected to the oxygen, cannot be connected to the nitrogen pipeline, even if you want to connect. Pokayoke. Even by mistake, you will not commit a mistake. Fixed number of packages during surgery, complete catheter tracks for insertion, pre-packaged medication card with correct dosage. All these are examples of Pokayoke. Use them. Anyway, so I was talking about some of the lean concepts. Okay, great. Now let me go back. Let me go back. Go back to our, and let's do a project. Okay, before. Okay, let me talk a little bit about Six Sigma also. Well, Six Sigma I'll talk about by giving some example of a manufacturing company. I don't know how deep you want to go. How deep you want to go into the statistical part. Are you okay to go into the statistical part? I will take you. Otherwise, I can keep it simple. What do you want? Keeping the training today simple, or you want to go deeper into statistics? You are asking for trouble. In case up to you what you want. You are my customer. I'll listen to you. Okay. So here, let me explain a little bit of, a Six Sigma little concepts. See, every product or a service, I'm talking about any product or service. You can be in IT, you can be in banking, you can be a theme park, you can be a logistics company, you can be a manufacturing company, you can be an oil company, any company. There is a voice of customer. Customer tells you, like, for example, if I take an example of manufacturing a chocolate, and the specification is weight should be between 100 plus minus 3 grams. 100 plus minus 3 grams. That's the weight. Okay. That's the specification limit. Okay. Let me give an example. Specification limit. Chocolate should be 100 grams plus minus 3 grams. So we say lower specification limit is 97 grams. What is upper specification limit? Set by the customer, 103 grams. I hope you are with me. Okay, you did not answer my question. Are you okay with little bit of statistical part? Are you okay? Yes or no? Statistical means basic, not much. And every statistics is very simple, by the way. Statistics is very simple. Don't worry. Well, everyone is telling yes. Okay. You are hungry for learning. Okay. You are asking for it, now I will give you. See, 97 grams and 103 grams. Yes. These are the specification limits set by the customer. These are the specification limits set by the customer. Okay. We will call it as voice of customer. Voice of customer. Customer is telling, give me chocolate between. See, by the way, you will say, why the customer will say, don't give me more than 100 grams? Actually, your shareholder is also a customer. Okay. He's also a stakeholder. He's also a customer. So when you are manufacturing and something, you have got the customer who's consuming the chocolate and also the shareholder who has invested money and trust in you. You will not give more than what you're promising, right? It's waste for the company as well, right? So this is LSL. This is USL. Okay, you are with me. I hope you are with me. Okay. So I'll go a little slow here. After that, I'll catch the speed. And please tell me if you are getting lost, you are getting confused. Please, I'll slow down further. Now, let us think about 3 companies. The red company. Red company, how it is producing the chocolates. Then we'll think about, let's say, green company. And we'll think about, let's say, black company. Okay. So let's take example first, green company. It is producing the 100 grams. 100 grams of chocolate. Most of the times they are producing 100 grams. But you can't produce exactly 100 grams. Sometimes they are going to 100, 100.5, 100. Little bit here and there they are going. But they're not going beyond, let's say, 101.5 and 97.5. This is the probability distribution of the weight produced by them. Green company. Are they producing any defects? Tell me, are they producing any defects? Yes or no? Are they producing any chocolate more than 103 or less than 97? Yes. Yes or no? Are they producing? Yes or no? Right? Yes or no, please. Is there any chocolate going beyond 103? 103 is what is customer is dissatisfied. Are you getting any chocolate here more than 103? Yeah, BCS ISO consultancy is telling no. Oh, okay. You can write your name. Okay. Okay, great. Now let us look at the red company. Red company is producing like this. Okay. Chocolates. They're producing like this. Little bit going here. They're producing some defects, yes or no? Is the customer satisfied, yes or no? Little defects are they are producing, right? They are producing some defects. Now think of black company. Black company. Black company. Black company is like this. They're going up to 105. They're going up to 95. Customers are unhappy. Here the customer who is eating the chocolate is unhappy. You told me 97 minimum, you are going up to 95. And the owner is unhappy. I told you not to give more than 103. You are giving up to 105. Both are unhappy with you. Yeah. So, both are not correct. Lot of defects. In the green company, you are producing very few defects, 0.00037% defects, or three defects, 3.4 defects in 1 million chocolates. Very few defects. Very, very few defects. Very difficult to even find a defect in a green company. Red company, they're producing, say, 100, maybe 1,000 defects per million. And the black company is producing, say, 30%, 300,000 defects chocolates per million. Here they are producing 15% defects. They're also producing 15% defects. Lot of defects. Which company you would like to work for? The black company, always customers will be fighting with this black company. Okay. Even though black company is doing inspection. Inspection means they put some 100 customers towards the end, and black company will have to put 100 customers. Green company doesn't have to put any, sorry, not customer, sorry, inspector, sorry, sir. Inspector, my age is now 58-year-old, so 57, he is 57-year-old. So going towards 58, yeah. So, yeah, sometimes happens, and the age matters. Okay, so I was talking about, see, black company, what is happening? In this case, it is producing defects. If you're working in black company, your both customers, internal, external, both are angry with you. Green company, not angry. Green company will not have any inspectors, but black company will have 100 inspectors. So they are producing defects, they are doing rework, then they have inspectors. Their cost of production will be very, very high. Their chocolates will be more costly and less quality. Better quality will reduce your costs. Quality is free, my friend. Quality is free. Comes to you for free. People think, oh, better quality, more cost. No. The best of the best company, best of the best products, they are always less costly because they don't have all the waste embedded in them. They reduce the variation. In the green company, the variation of the chocolate weight is very low. In black company, it is too high. We call it as variation. How the variation is measured? using something called standard deviation. Now, if you are up to here, okay with me. Up to here, you are fine with me. Have you understood up to here the concepts, what I was talking about? Yes or no? If yes, then I can raise the standard further. But if you are already confused, then I can talk about some easy topic. Yeah, so no problems. So right now you are with me. Okay, great. Marcelda is telling, wow, super. Okay, great. No, you keep me going. You keep me going, Marcelda. Please keep. Yes, you give me energy by saying great and yes. Wow, thanks for that. Yeah. इमरान खान बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका. By the way, Imran, I'm Amitabh, all famous names, right? We all know that. Okay, and Angelito is saying, yes, they're fine. So if you're fine, let us go further. Yes. Let us go further. Now, 95, 105. Too much variation. Less variation, better quality. More variation, bad quality. Variation is the key enemy of process excellence. See, people don't like variation. People like stability. Everyone likes stable person. Unpredictable, no one likes. Too much of variation. Today I'm very happy and next day I'm angry. People don't like it. Okay. People like stable person, stable process, always. Let's say one company which is providing plumbing services. You tell them tomorrow, they tell tomorrow I will come. Let's say your tap is leaking. They say tomorrow we'll come at 12 o'clock. They come at 12 o'clock, exactly, without any variation. Every time they come. Next day, you call them again. You say they come at 1 o'clock. They will come at 1. Trustworthy company. Yeah. When you go to buy a car, but okay, like untrustworthy company would be like the company said, tomorrow we'll come at 12 o'clock. They don't come 12. Sometimes they come at 4 o'clock. Sometimes he comes in the morning. Unpredictable. Variation, too much. No one likes variation. You go to buy a car, there are 10 models, or let's say there are 3 cars, same color, same model, exactly. But the store manager says, well, first car, the brake is a little better. Second car, the headlights are better. They're same model, everything. Will he say like that? No. He will tell you, pick up any car, everything is same. Because there is no variation in the quality of the cars. You will not trust such a car which is having variation. Variation is definitely key enemy of the process excellence. Okay, with that in mind, now let us learn a little bit more things. 300 years ago, one guy called Mr. Gauss, Carl Friedrich Gauss, he found one interesting phenomenon. Without any laptop, without any computers, he found one very interesting phenomenon. What was that? Okay, Rajavardhan is asking required details of green belt and black belt. Actually, I'm entering the discussion of green belt only, to be very honest. Yellow belts are not supposed to know all these things. And I have got the habit of teaching more. Let me answer that question first. I'll come back to this chart. Let me answer. Who's a green belt, yellow belt, green belt, black belt, and master black belt? Okay. Yellow belts are people who understand simple concepts. They have seen some tools, demonstration of tools, very simple topics, not the one which I'm talking about. It's a green belt topic, by the way. But yeah, I know you are intelligent people. You can take up a little bit more. That's why I'm dwelling into that area. But yellow belts, they know a simple DMAC, define, measure, analyze, improve, control. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about that also in a short while. So they talk about, they know how the project works, what is Lean Six Sigma. They have a very, very good idea about it. But they can't do a project. They can't make a difference to the company. But the green belts and the black belts are the guys who make the difference to the company. Green belts, they not only learn the tools, but they can apply. They can apply the tools and techniques to improve the processes of their company. And black belts, they learn some advanced tools like statistical methods, hypothesis tests, etc. With a small sample, they can make a conclusion about larger populations. It is about data analytics. And it's all simple today. Nowadays, no requirements. There are all softwares available. Why to worry? Why to memorize? Nothing. Just remember, there are softwares. There is help. Don't have to worry like Gauss. He did not have a software, but he still found out normal distribution curve. You don't have to worry. Everything is ready-made. So green belts and black belts. Black belts know a little higher concept. They can do bigger projects, better projects. They can make much bigger difference and save lots of money, millions and billions of dollars for the organizations. So both green belts and black belts, they do projects, save billions of dollars of company for the company, and they are really respected people. These certifications are worldwide valid. The certification which we provide from Anexas Europe, it's worldwide valid and widely accepted in all countries. Every country accepts our certifications. And we are very, very well known. Everyone, those who are from Middle East, they know that we are very, very highly respected company. Almost all the big companies, Aramco, SABIC, all the biggest hospitals, best of the best theme parks, ADNOC, Ferrari World, Warner Brothers, so many biggest hospitals in the biggest of the medical cities, right from that, lots and lots of hospitals, they are our clients, lots of IT companies, everyone, they've really benefited from our guidance for green belts and black belts. How we implement, if there is time, I will tell you how we implement, but in short, I'll tell you, we see green belts and black belts are trained in the companies and they do projects. But when you come to our program, in the open house program, you can also come and join my open house program. I do a project with you. The way I'll be doing right now, in the last 45 minutes, we'll together do a project. I'll show you all the tools and techniques. And of course, you have to just watch. You are a yellow belt. You don't have to do anything. Your life is simple. But as a green belt and black belt, when I do the training, I do it very slowly. That time we do the project together. We learn together. We face the difficulties together. Sometimes I make you work on the screen, you share your screen and we will analyze. That's how I make sure that you learn the tools and techniques so that you benefit from it. And also your organization benefits from it. See, if your organization benefits, if you keep your boss happy, your life is simple. Yeah. Keep the organization happy, keep the boss happy, you will progress, you will proceed, you will promote, get promotion, get salary hikes. Don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Green belt and black belts are those guys who are highly valued by the companies. And master black belts are the people who can conduct these training programs, who can guide others, who can roll out Lean and Six Sigma. We are the company for the last 20 years. We are completing yellow belt, green belt, black belt, and master black belts. And you can become a green, black, and master black belt at one go in the next 3 to 4 months. 1 month it takes to become a green belt. Weekend training programs you attend on Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, depending on which country you are in. And or in the evenings you can attend, or in the morning sessions. So morning 2 hours we have on a weekday, or evening 2 hours on a weekday, or on weekends if you want. So there are 4 options available. Weekends, Friday, Saturday options, Saturday, Sunday options. There are 8 hours the training happens. In the evening, 2 hours, or in the morning, 2 hours. Okay. And of course, if you want to just learn online by just watching the video, that is also possible. Just let us know what you want. One-on-one training, online training, not one-on-one, online training. This is like one-on-one. Right now, this is a webinar. You can't see what others are writing, but I can see what everyone is writing. But you can't speak, right? But when it is a online live training, you are in the classroom. Everyone can speak whatever they want to speak. They can ask questions, etc. And you have online trainings also. So I hope I have answered your question, Rajvardhan, and yeah. Thanks for asking this question. Actually, I would have answered this question toward the end anyway. And yeah, so Great. So coming back. Let's not forget our Gauss, Mr. Gauss. So Gauss, he found very interesting phenomena he found 300 years ago. He said that all the repetitive processes in the world, they follow normal distribution. Normal distribution is known as normal distribution because it is normal to obtain a normal distribution. Like if I ask you, how much time you take to travel to your office today or every day, how much time you take to travel to your office? You may say one day 30 minutes, 32 minutes, 23 minutes, 29 minutes, 31 minutes, 36 minutes, etc. It will always have an average. Let's say 30 minutes. It will also have something called as standard deviation. You can easily calculate using an Excel sheet. Very easy. I can show you an Excel sheet. You can very easily calculate. But anyway, don't worry about, okay. See, you just put some numbers. Okay, some numbers are there. You can easily calculate is equal to STDEV. By the way, I'm not, you don't have to anyway learn all these things. But I just calculated 1.4. Very easily you can calculate it. Not a big deal. Don't even worry about it. But if you are interested in knowing from what is the standard deviation formula, what is the derivation of the formula, I'll be happy to put this. Look at this. There's in the chat box, there's a link giving details of standard deviation, how to calculate and how to derive that formula. And I have derived the formula also. Very interesting thing. Those who are interested, they can watch that video. And those who are not, don't worry. You don't have to really worry about it. Mini tab is there, right? Excel sheet is there. As there's a Mahuna, like for example, Excel is there always. Now, standard deviation I calculate for my travel times. These are my travel times. Okay? These are my travel times. Average is 30, standard deviation is 5. Now, Mr. Gauss, going back to Gauss, he said, all the repetitive processes follow normal distribution. My travel also follows normal distribution. Most of the time I take 30 minutes. Okay. He also said that within plus minus 3 times the standard deviation, minus plus minus 3 times the standard deviation. I will go a little slow here. Within plus minus 3 times the standard deviation lies the 99% of the total observations of the population from where I am trying the sample. Means I just took 15 samples of my travels, or 30. Actually, 30 is a very good sample size. 30 is enough. Don't have to worry too much. 30. So I took 30 samples, let us say 30 samples, multiple samples. I took 30 samples. Average was 30 minutes. Standard deviation is 5 minutes. I can predict about all my travels. Whole year travel, 2 year, 3 year, as long as I'm working in the same office and I'm staying in the same house. And as long as the road conditions and everything remains the same. Okay, there's no major change. I can predict about all the travels. All the travels. How? By using Gaussian theorem. He said, within plus minus, sorry, here, sorry, I'll correct. Excitement, right? This is minus, this is plus minus. Yeah. So plus and minus 3 times the standard deviation. Let us predict my travel times, 30 minutes. Plus 1 time standard deviation will be how much? 30 plus 1 time standard deviation is 35. Can you tell me what will be here? Plus 2 times standard deviation. Yes, 40. What will be here? 45. Who can predict the values here? This is 30 minus 5, 25. This will be 20. This will be 15. Are you with me? Tell me if are you with me? Okay. So these are the, we call them as control limit. We say lower control limit and upper control limit. And this we call it as voice of process. process is telling, my traveling process is telling me, hey, Mr. Amitabh, I will take between minimum 15 minutes and maximum 45 minutes. 99% of the time, I will take you to your office between 15 to 45 minutes. This is the way I work. This is the way I am. This is voice of process. So please go back here. Now let us look at our green company. The green company control limits are 97.5 to 101.5. This is voice of green company. Voice of process. And what was voice of customer? They want 97 to 103. And voice of process is between 95 to... So my control limits are narrower. They're fitting well into the voice of customer. That means they are happy. Customer is happy. Okay, so yes, I gave you some time to think about it. Yeah. My team is sitting with me, so they are also, they keep giving me feedback, some questions people are asking. So maybe I'll answer. Yes. There is Q&A there. I see some 2 questions there. Okay, I think, okay, fine. I'll just answer those questions. Don't worry, I'll answer these questions. Some people have asked the questions in the Q&A section also. I'll answer the question, don't worry. So now, here, green is very, very good process. Their lower control limits and upper control limits are within the voice of customer. But what about black? Black's lower control limit and upper control. I'm saying control limits. Please don't confuse. Control limit and specification limits are different. Specification limits are set by the customers. Control limits are set by the process, the way you operate the process. In this chocolate company, the company's machines are telling the way you operate me, the way you maintain me, the way you train your operators, the way your standard operating procedures are. Black company is telling, I will produce chocolates between 95 to 105. This is my process. Voice of process. Voice of customer may be anything. Right? Voice of customer can be anything. Green company is telling, I would operate between 97.25. The way you operate me, the way you maintain my machine, the way you train your operators, the way you create your SOPs, I'll operate between 97.5. So you have to create your SOPs, train your people, maintain the machines. And problems are not in the people, by the way. Problems are not in the people. 85% of the problems are due to the processes and systems. Think about the system. We just drew the map. This is a company. This is a company. Let's imagine this is a company, the big company, right? There are 1,000 people working in that company. 1,000 people going in the morning, 9 o'clock and coming back after maybe 5 o'clock. None of them has a target that today we will ensure that we receive 100 customer complaints. None of them have this target. None of them. Ask all the 1,000 people, do you have a target of producing 1,000 customer complaints today? They will say no. But what happens? Let me tell you. When they come out of the company, and I'm giving you the story of last 30 days. One day they have 1,000 complaints, 1,100, 900. On average, they receive 1,000 complaints, and it keeps varying. And if I make a histogram or the normal distribution curve, 1,000 complaints goes up to 1,500 and goes up to 500. This is their Normal distribution. And every day they will keep me giving me between 500, 99% of the times they will give me 500 to 1,500. I can predict about their process by just knowing average and standard deviation. I know their average. Yeah. I know an average. I know their standard deviation. I can predict about all their days. And I would like to reduce the complaints, isn't it? I would like to change the control limits. I will do a project and say, after 6 months, after improvements, you receive only maybe 200 to 600 complaints. And this is not going to happen easily. You have to change the process. Don't blame the people. Because these 1,000 complaints are produced by these 1,000 people. Sorry, I was saying 100,000. Oh, sorry, I was talking about whatever the number is. 1,000 complaints. Okay, 1,000 complaints received by 1,000 people. Right. That is what's happening today in this company. And 1,000 people don't have a target to produce 1,000 complaints. They don't have in the morning, but they by the evening they produce those many complaints. Why? Because their processes. Change the process. The same people, the same 1,000 people will deliver lesser complaints. Same people, further you change the process, the same people will give you 0 to 30 complaints. Change the process. Change the system. Attack the process. Not the people. And all the tools and techniques and Lean Six Sigma, they are all talking about data, process, collect the data from the process, find the process performance, and reduce the variation. There's a variation, reduce the variation. Or there is a center shift also. Means your 30 minutes is too high, you would like to make it 20 minutes. Shift the center. This is the way Lean and Six Sigma Green Blend diagrams operate. And that's how, they produce very, very less defects. 3 defects in 1 million means 6 Sigma process. Make it a green process. Your process should be like a green process. You are like a black process today. You'll become a red process after some time. After some time, you'll become a green process, which is not able to produce any mistakes. No defects in your chocolates. All world will trust you. Oh, green company chocolate, perfect chocolate. Never having any defect. Oh, black company chocolate, my God. No, you don't want to be a black company. You don't want to be a blacklisted, right? So green company, be a green company. Okay. How to become a green company? Okay. So you have to do multiple projects. Let me do a simple project for you very quickly. Okay. Now, if I have time, I'll give you some more tools and techniques. Okay. So some of the tools and techniques like CPHQ charter, type of data, normal distribution, I already spoken about. Control charts. Let me talk about control charts right away. See, what I do this was a control chart. Just now I showed you this control limits. I showed you this control limits. These were the control limits of my complaints process, lower control limit and upper control limit, right? LCL and UCL. This was 500. This was 1,500. This is known as control chart. Okay, control chart. So you understand how your process is operating. And after that, you have a specification limit set by the customer. Suppose your specification limit set by the customer is 200 complaints, not more than 200 complaints. And right now you are producing lots of errors. Yeah. If I put it in here, not more than 200 complaints, your SL, and you are producing so many errors. Whole process is an error. Every day you are giving more than 200 complaints. 500 to 1,500 you are operating. Very bad process. Pathetic process. Of course, the saviors are here. The green belts and black belts are here. Okay, and trust me, and I'm not joking. And I'm not really bluffing or lying. We have brilliant credentials. You can go to my LinkedIn profile, see the people who they keep writing about us, and lots of people have, more than 150,000 people have got certified, and more than 100,000 projects have been done by multiple companies, some of the biggest Fortune 100 clients, by doing Lean and Six Sigma, Green Belt and Black Belt projects. Now, how to become one? Let me show you. You follow DMAC, define, measure, analyze, improvement, control. Okay, I'll give you an example of a project which we did like I think 15 years ago. Here, you want to reduce the recruitment cycle time. I'm taking a simple process because everyone understands the recruitment cycle. So I'll just let us improve that process. DMAC, define, measure, analyze, improve, control. First, you define the problem. Don't define the solution. Don't jump to solution. Don't blame anyone. Just write. First, right, do a CPHQ and VOCs project charter. Let's see that. Process, which first identify the process, blame the process. Don't blame the people. Don't blame the HR department. Don't say HR department is very slow. Blame the process. Recruitment process is the process I want to improve. HR director is the sponsor. Recruitment manager is the process owner who owns the process. You identify these people. These are the stakeholders of your project. Master Black Belt, it was me. I'll also guide you always. When you come to my training programs, I will be your Master Black Belt. If you register today, tomorrow, I will be the trainer. Otherwise, the others are also good, by the way. But I'll be the trainer. My videos will be definitely there in all the training programs. But if you register for this, I will be the trainer. I'll be happy to welcome you. And CPHQ. Most of our in Anexas trainings, Lean Six Sigma, I'm conducting the programs. So welcome. Please come. I'm getting older now. I can shout. I can't shout much. Please come to my training programs. And generally, come. There are a lot of people coming on the videos and Instagram. Come to my training programs. Oh my God, I can't do that. Okay. Please join without me shouting on the top of my voice. Please join. My marketing team keeps telling me, please, call for action. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now just give me 1 minute. One is CPHQ. Let me talk about the CPHQ.
We are discussing about the Lean and Six Sigma interview questions. Let me talk about CPHQ. CPHQ is a tool derived from Deming's systems approach. He used to say that 85% of the problems are due to the processes and only 15% are contributed by the people. It is a tool that gives you 50,000 feet overview of the process. If you give me only one page to give maximum information about the process, then I would use a CPHQ. So if you are asked about the CPHQ, then you can say that it is a tool that is used to see the overall process in one instant. It gives the whole picture of suppliers, inputs, process, output, and customers. And the CPHQ, the acronym, stands for that. It makes us follow the systems approach of Deming. It is usually done in the define phase immediately after you have written the project charter. Once we know the project, then we make a CPHQ on the process in which you are doing the project. This helps us to focus on the process rather than blaming the people for all the defects, errors, and delays. To make a CPHQ, we move from right to left. That means we start by identifying the customers, then the output, then process steps, and the inputs and the suppliers. CPHQ helps us to identify the inputs or the X factors which are influencing our output, that is the Y. Because Y is function of X. SIPOC is the starting point of using the statistical methods. After that, you can give an example of a SIPOC of a process from the organization for which you are appearing for an interview. I hope you found this useful. If you liked it, then you can forward to your friends too, and keep letting me know which questions you would like me to answer.
So I hope you understood what is a SIPOC. So you do a SIPOC. So that's what a SIPOC is done here. Don't blame the people, but blame the process. So supplier input, process output, and customer. If you remember, it is an offshoot of this same thing, SIPOC. Yeah. Now you cannot improve if you cannot measure. Yeah. And some people say, I can't measure lots of things. But there are two rules to follow. You can't improve if you cannot measure, and you can measure everything. And if you think something cannot be measured, go back to rule number 2. Well, let me talk about it a little bit better. How to measure everything. Let me tell you that as well. Hi, I'm Amitabh Saxena.
Organization want to improve your products and services, focus on data-driven process means what on. Now let us look at the overview of DMAIC. Let us first understand the attitude and discipline of Six Sigma. In Six Sigma, we view the quality externally from customer's perspective. So if the customer says that we are producing a defect, or if customer is not happy with the quality, that means we say that we are committing an error or we are committing a mistake. So we have to measure the way customer measures our performance. Second is, Lean and Six Sigma is highly systematic, scientific, fact-based and data-driven process. Means whatever you say, whatever statement you are making, you have to validate that using data. So you have to collect the data, and then only you can assign a reason for a particular problem. Edward Deming, one of the famous quality gurus, used to say, "In God we trust, rest others bring data." One of his other famous quotes is, 85% of the problems are due to the processes and systems and not due to the people. So if you want to improve your products and services, focus on the process. It's easier to change the process rather than changing the people. Changing the people means replacing the people. That also is difficult. And even the changing the people's mindset, that is also difficult. So focus on the processes. And all the tools and techniques in Lean Six Sigma, you'll find that they are mostly focused on process improvement. As a Lean and Six Sigma green belt or a black belt, you need to remember 3 rules. The first rule is, you cannot improve if you cannot measure. And the second rule is, everything can be measured. And the third rule is, if you think something cannot be measured, then go back to rule number 2. Well, jokes apart, the third rule can be, if you think something cannot be measured, then probably it is attribute data. Now let me tell you, how can you measure anything? There are 2 types of data, continuous data and attribute data. Continuous data can be represented on a number line. It can have a decimal place. It can also have a unit. Say for example, age, height. Age is 52.5 years. That's my age. Height, maybe 180.1 centimeters. Cycle time of a process, 3.5 hours. Or procurement time in an organization, 120.3 days. These are all continuous data, because they all have a possibility of a decimal, means they can be expressed in decimal points, and also they all have a unit. Now let us talk about attribute data. Attribute data can be expressed in categories, and categories can be counted. Say, for example, if you want to measure happiness, so easiest way to measure any attribute data is to create a category, and if possible, you can create a binary category. A presence or absence of that attribute can be one of the simplest categories. So if I take the example of happiness, two categories I can create: happy, unhappy. So if I want to increase the happiness in the employees in the organization, then I can always count how many employees are happy. Let's say 60 employees are happy and 40 employees are unhappy. I can express this as proportion. That means proportion of happy employees in my organization is 0.6 and proportion of unhappy employees is 0.4. And it can also be expressed as percentage. Now this proportion or percentage, they don't have a unit. And a count, like 60 employees, I can't have 60.1 employees who are happy. So the count will not have any decimal point. So this is what continuous data and attribute data is. It is very important to know the difference between continuous and attribute data. And it is very important to understand what is continuous data and what is attribute data, because the tools which you are going to use in the measure and analyze phases, they depend on what type of data you are dealing with. If you are dealing with continuous data, then you might use histograms. If you are dealing with attribute data, you may use pie chart or Pareto charts or bar charts. If you are dealing with combination of continuous an attribute, like in inferential statistics, then you may be using box plots and scatter plots and regression, ANOVA, chi-square, etc. So the tool usage depends on the type of data you are dealing with. So it is very important to understand the types of data.
Okay, so these videos are all available on the YouTube. You can always watch as many times as you want. Links are given. Go to Anexas channel, subscribe to those channels. English, Hindi, Arabic, everything is there. Okay, great. What else you want? Okay, and join the sessions, live sessions with me. Of course, you will get a great experience as well. Yeah, so now look at the project charter here. We created the project charter. Write a problem statement, goal statement. Problem statement is taking 50 days. 50 days to recruit an employee. And you want to reduce it to 30 days. Project charter. It's an agreement. It's a contract between the sponsor, the company, and the green belt and the black belt. Black belt says, green belt says, I agree to do the project. I agree to reduce the cycle time, improve the process, save the money for the company. And the sponsor says, I'm ready to sponsor you. I give you some money, funding, etc., whatever it is. I am willing to pay. And Greenwell says, I'm willing to perform. Measure phase now, let us collect the data. So we collected the data, and I'll show you, because you're a yellow belt, don't have to worry too much. I'll do it, everything for you, ready-made. So here, now, let me show you the data. We collected the recruitment cycle time. And here it goes. The data is, okay, tell me, data is continuous or attribute? Tell me. Data is continuous or attribute? Recruitment cycle time, continuous or attribute? Yes. So I make a distribution curve. Average 50, standard deviation 5. Okay. I can make a control chart also. Let me see how my process is behaving. Okay, great. Balachandran, you're fantastic. Super. Yeah, you're giving the right answer. Okay, great. Now let us go to the yeah, I want it here. Okay. I hope it works. Yeah, okay. Okay, because I have to remove it. Okay. Okay, so now I'll make a control chart. I'll make a chart. Okay. What is lower and upper control limits? Okay, these are 36 to 64 days it takes for in my company to recruit the people. Okay, let's go further. That's my performance. Would you like to reduce it? Of course, yes. How? You proceed. Measure phase is complete. You proceed to analyze just why. Now, don't start giving solutions. Why this problem exists? I don't know. I really don't know. You go to the doctor, tell I'm having a fever, and doctor is a black belt. What he does, he corrects the data. He doesn't give you the medicine straight away. You will never trust a doctor who gives you medicine looking at you. Oh, I know what's the problem. I've got 30 years of experience. I know what's the problem. And he gives you the medicine straight away by looking at you. You'll never go to the doctor. Doctor will examine you, collect the data. Similarly, you have to examine. Process owner comes to you, my process is having fever. Then you would like to reduce the fever by collecting the data. Right? You'd like to reduce the fever by collecting the data. And after that, finding the root cause only, you'll give the medicine. Similarly, process owner comes to you, my process is having complaints, errors, defects. These are the problems, these are the errors, these are the issues in my process, the disease of my process. And you would like to collect the data. So first do a cause and effect diagram in the analyzed phase. How do you do the cause and effect diagram? Let me show you. So we have collected the histogram, done histogram. Analyze phase, you can take two doors, in fact, process door and data door. Process door means as is process map, Gemba walk, and value added and non-value added steps. Data door, you can do cause and effect diagram, control impact matrix, Pareto chart, box plot, and scatter plots. If there is time, I will show you about all the tools. Otherwise, and I'll be briefly talking about all of them. Process map, expand the process, do a Gemba, identify the waste. You will find lots of waste in the system. This is not required. This is not required. This is not required. Apply escape technique. Now, if you want to learn more about escape technique, there's a video I have explained using an example. I've explained using an example from a company. So please watch that video. I will not go into the details here. Then I call all the people who know the process. I ask them, please mention whatever possible causes you have. All the possible causes, tell me. They write down so many causes. Not all causes are responsible equally. So here we will apply something called the Pareto chart. So first we vote. You will see some of the votes, some of the causes are very high votes. Arrange them in descending order. These are the highest top ones. You can apply 80-20 principle. 80-20 is Pareto principle. I'll tell you what is. Some of you might have heard of. How many of you heard of Pareto? Say yes or no. Pareto. Whatever I want to improve is known as Y. Whatever is influencing is known as X factor. So here, recruitment time is Y means the thing which I'm trying to improve. X is the factor which actually I think is affecting the Y. So there are a lot of things which are impacting my control, my recruitment time. But 80-20 principle, the Pareto principle says, Wilfredo Pareto was an Italian economist who found that 80% of the money in Italy was with 20% of the people. 80% of the money in Italy was with 20% of the people. Okay. So Joseph Juran applied this to quality. He said, 80% of your problems, 80% of your recruitment time is affected by only 20%. So you have listed, say, 10 causes here. Only 2 of these causes are responsible for 80% of your delays. You think about your company, 80% of your revenue is coming from 20% of their customers. 80% of your revenue is coming from 20% of your customers. Okay, please, try to 80% of the products produced in your manufacturing company are 20% of the product types. Suppose you have 10 product types. 2 are being produced 80% of the time. 80-20 rule. You agree with me? Yes or no? Okay. 80-20 rule. Okay. So here we apply 80-20 rule, and here there's of course, we have got a mini tab. There's a mini tab. We give you mini tab also, by the way, when you join our sessions. So I can quickly do a first cause and effect diagram. Man, machine, material, method. These are 6M technique. Imagine about man, what is the mankind related issues, machine related issues, material related issues, measurement related issues, method related issues, measurement, material, people or person or mankind, machines, methods, environment or mother nature, 6 M's. We brainstormed, the team brainstormed on all the causes. Okay, now which of the causes are most responsible? First, we list down real data. When was the first recruitment got delayed because of the approval time? Second was because JD was not available. So many reasons. Some reasons are again coming multiple times. You can create a table if you want. Otherwise, without creating a table also, you can create a Pareto chart. So if I create a table, suppose many of you are generally habitual of creating a table. Approval time is appearing 6 times. JD not available appearing 1 time. Assessment time not appearing 13 times. So let us arrange them in descending order. So I'll just ask, please make a Pareto for me. Just 2 clicks. Please make a Pareto for me. It will give a Pareto to you of the data. It says assessment time is appearing 14 times, which contributes 35% of the total issues. JD not available contributes 10, it's coming 10 times, which means 25% of the total issues. So if you just select the first 3 or 4, you are looking at 80%. So forget about the rest. Why to worry about it? Okay, now we don't trust anyone except data. In God we trust, rest others bring data. I'm not saying Deming said that. I'm not going to trust you unless you show me the data. So here, recruitment time. I think approval time is an issue. Is it a real issue? Let us do. So when I'm doing it continuous, I'll do scatter plot. Okay, let us see. Let me see approval time is influencing or not. Appears to be influencing. As the approval time increases, recruitment time increases. If I reduce my approval time, it is going to definitely impact my recruitment time. Let us attack that. Or let me see. Assessment time, is it impacting? Okay, let us see. Let me see. See, everyone will say, yes, this is impacting. Everything is impacting. See, 100 things are impacting, then you do nothing. If you have too many things to do, you do nothing, right? So here, assessment time. Okay. It's not impacting. It's all haphazard, scattered. Assessment time is let's say 18 days. Sometimes recruitment is 45 days, 50 days, 55 days. There's no clear relationship. So by attacking assessment time, I'm not going to improve my recruitment time. But yes, approval time, yes, it is. Similarly, recruitment time and job description. Is it impacting? Recruitment time and job description. Is it impacting? Well, now at job description available or not available is attribute data. I cannot use scatter plot here. I will use box plot. Okay. Now don't worry about to remember all these things. When you come to my training, slowly and slowly we do together. Okay. Right now, I'm just making a box plot for you. And job description, when it is not available, it takes more time. When it was available, ready-made, it took less time. That means job description matters. Then what is the policy? The black belt will say, please have job descriptions of all the roles in the company, which straight away reduces your recruitment time. So your black belt or green belts are giving suggestions based on the data, not blindly. So they're telling, put some efforts on job description creations of all the roles. Let us see, is other thing like here, a type of hiring, is it impacting? Like, should I have some special policies towards one particular type of hiring? Let me make our box plot because types of hiring is attribute data here. I'm just doing fast because these are like advanced stages of a green belt. So here, doesn't matter. Types of hiring don't matter, Expat or local or shareholders, the distribution is almost same. Recruitment time is almost same, there's overlaps. I can't say clearly that one is better than other. So I don't think this matters. This is not of any concern to us. So job description matters and approval time matters. These are my root causes validated using data analysis. So you learn all these things, whatever I was telling. And then, of course, once you have got the root cause, your life is easier. Now you'll be very specific. You give suggestions. So when you come to my sessions, you get interactive learning, recordings available for lifetime access. All my videos are there with you. More and more, I keep upgrading. All the new videos will be there with you. And I am doing this for last 25 years. So people trained by me 25 years ago, they have become CEOs. I don't know, great people they are today. They are all, you will be also a great person one day. And by the time I'll be very old, then I'll say, yeah, this person was trained by me. So there are a lot of people trained by me. And I generally, keep the long-term association. Be there with me on LinkedIn. Just follow me. And I'll, and keep interacting with me. And once you become my student, I take care of you. At least I'll be there whenever you face any data analytics related problems. Okay, great. So I'm inviting you to the trainings and oh, by the way, yeah, let us talk about the improvements. So lots of things are there. There are 635 technique you can apply. 6 people writing 3 ideas in 5 minutes. There is a very, very good, beautiful technique you can use to generate ideas. More about it is given in the video. You can always watch.
It is also known as silent brainstorming technique. We take 5 minutes to write down 3 solution ideas on the first row of our form. So a form or a white sheet is given to each one of the participants, and in the 5 minutes they write 3 ideas. Once they have written down the 3 ideas, in the next 5 minutes, again they have to write the 3 ideas by.
So what I'm saying is everyone writes, see 6 people get this kind of sheet. Everyone write 3 ideas on the same issue. After that, they exchange the papers.
Passing on the form to each other. You keep on circulating the papers till the time you receive back your own paper. So you can imagine that in the next 30 minutes, once the form is circulated to everyone and you have looked at the form of each other, you would have generated 108 ideas in just half an hour. While you are participating in 635.
Anyways, these are glimpses of the tools and technique. FMEA, trust me, a very, very powerful tool. FMEA, it has got 1.6 million views too. Just watch that and please like it also. At least when you're watching my video, like it also. I realize there are not enough likes. 1.6 million views, but only not even 100 likes. Oh my God. Am I so bad? So please like it. At least I should get 100 likes today. So this is a video given here, 65 also, and the brainstorm FMEA video. Please watch that video in full. Trust me, and please believe me. Trust me. Even if you apply FMEA to any of your processes next week, you will get some great ideas. Just watch the video. I have explained all the things in procedure. Everything I have explained. Watch that video and apply FMEA to any of your problems. Please watch the video 2 times if you want to learn it thoroughly. And I've taken a very simple example of going to office as a project, as an example. Just, you will learn, you will definitely learn. And please apply. And please, you can write to me on LinkedIn next week. You did that. And I'll be happy to, comment on it or whatever. And also in LinkedIn, please post that, you attended my program. I want some, I don't have enough money to put a lot of that, like big companies, they put a lot of money in publicizing and I don't know, millions of dollars. We don't have that much money. I rely on you. Please put in video that put your on your LinkedIn profile or wherever, WhatsApp, Facebook, etc., saying that, or circulate the message in your WhatsApp, within your friends, that they can watch this video on YouTube free of cost, and it will benefit me as well. A little bit of, I should also get a benefit, right? Anyway, FME, failure modes and fix analysis I was talking about. Please watch this video for sure. At least do this one and forget about, I've told you lots of things to do, but at least do this one, FMEA. You will be really, really happy. You will remember me for this advice. Okay. So this one FMEA I've done it for one American company, a very big soft drinks giant. You could guess it. And they had some problem and we solved the problem one day. I just called all the senior executives and we did an FME and we solved the problem. So we brainstorm the techniques, we brainstorm everything we do, lots of root causes, lots of ideas we get. We make a implementation plan. And once we implement the plan, we have to sustain the gains also. Once you improve the process, it should not go back to its original state. That is control. Do something, put audits, put reviews, etc. And reduce the time before and after. This is the slide the CEO wants to see. Before and after. Statistically significant improvement. Yeah, no talks, only action. That's what a black belt is about. Welcome to my training programs. Let us see. First, let me just test your knowledge before I give you the... हाँ तो देवी और सज्जनों, अद्भुत खेल में आपका स्वागत है. By the way, I was trying to speak some. Those who can't understand, I'll speak my English. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Who Wants to Be a Green Belt program. And here is a chance to win $1 million. First question on the inputs to a process are called the X's, the Y's, C and D. Yes, tell me, what is the right answer? सही जवाब देगा आपको 10 लाख रुपए. Yes, please go ahead. A lot of people have given the answers, but let's see, fastest fingers first. देखना यह है कि सबसे पहले सही जवाब किसने दिया. And oh, there's so many people. Anyway, let me not talk too much about it. And yes. Answer, yes. The output of a process Yes, right. And the last, which is not a deliverable of the DMAC phase, which is not a deliverable of a DMAC phase, not, which is not coming in the DMAC deliverable phase. Which is not in, analyze phase, DMAC analyze phase, yeah, analyze phase, sorry, which is not in analyze phase. So all of you won $1 million. Congratulations. Distribute the money amongst yours. Okay, so I would like to, now you have reasons to collect the data. Very large data can also be handled in few clicks. Graphical tools are easy to interpret, easy to perform. And would you like to become the one of the most valuable person in the company by applying process improvement, statistical tools and techniques? If the answer is yes, would you like to become a green belt or a black belt or a master black belt? If your answer is yes, or if you want to do away with the inability to do anything, if you face a problem in your organization, living with the problem, waiting for a better opportunity and waiting for promotion, no longer you have to do. You would be able to reduce the cost, improve the quality, become a problem solver, consult your own organization and start on your own by becoming a green belt and black belt. These are the dates. Please join me. So these are the dates. My team will give it to you. There are 4 options available. Join me, and I'm waiting for you. There are some special Ramadan night batches we are having, February 22nd to March 22nd night from Saudi time or Middle East time. I think my team will tell you, but it's in the midnight. We'll enjoy the show together. Okay, and these are some of the offers, excellent offers for you. Please join us. And there is a special discount if you join today or tomorrow. There is a very, very special discount. Go ahead and book today or tomorrow, and you get a special discount. Along with that, you get lots and lots of free offers. And also, if you want to consult with our team, we are always there to help you. So let's go to the next slide. And there are some feedback from our, yeah, we can just put the feedback if you want. Anexas is proud to provide top-notch professional courses that transform careers and empower individuals to succeed. But don't just take our word for it. Hear what our students have to say.
Yeah, the course that we did was a week-long online facilitated course. It was fantastic. It showed us the whole methodology behind Lean Six Sigma, and it also provided a various amount of tools that we could be able to use to improve all of the existing processes that we have here in the park.
Well, it was 1 week training. It was very interesting and always energetic in terms of interaction with the class. Every single day has been different, and the knowledge sharing has been remarkable.
It was a very stimulating experience where we met every day with the colleagues, all very engaged, eager to learn, and keen on and willing to actually pause, step back from their day-to-day work to get some new perspectives. So it was really refreshing.
I'm the business development manager in IMC International Medical Center. It was a great honor and a pleasure to have attending this course. It's really interesting, a lot of value adding, a lot of new concepts and technique we have learned during the last 5 days. It was really, really impressive.
Hello, we want to introduce our group. We are the pioneers and we believe we can fly. We just completed the Green Belt Six Sigma training with Mr. Amitabh. We enjoyed the course a lot. It provided us with very productive and useful knowledge about statistics and about the Six Sigma and the MIC and the CPHQ and everything.
My name is Adil Rahman. I am from Satop. I would like to thank Satop overall to give an opportunity to all of us to have a very great interactive Friday session, full-fledged session with one of the best mentor and guides in the field of Six Sigma. and this would really help us as a team.
Helped us in the Lean Six Sigma journey last 1 year. We've had multiple projects cutting across various units within operations, and it has been a learning journey, very smooth, and for all of us, especially me,
is on stream analyzer. Right? I attended this 5-day Six Sigma course, and really it was not only useful to understand what Six Sigma is, but also as a general methodology for process improvement. Many tools I learned through this course, and I'm really sure that I will be able to use these tools in my day-to-day work.
Hello, everyone, future CPHQ professionals. I just want to give you a bit of an idea of our last 3-day course on the CPHQ exam preparation. It was awesome. We covered the majority of the topics in a very targeted and focused way that allows us to later on focus our studying and our energy and our time.
By the way, I also conduct in-house training programs. If your organization is looking for trainings, I'll be happy to be there, and your organization too. So you can always contact my company in case you want a focused program for your organization or your company. I'll be happy to deliver that. These are the timings you can see. And Ramadan batches from 9 for Saudi time, it will be 9 to 12:30 in the midnight. So 9 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Saudi time. UAE time, it will be 10 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Yeah. So with that, yeah, I'll be finishing the training, but those who are interested, they can ask the questions. You can register. These are the free webinars available to you. You can register for them as well. And thanks a lot. I'll leave you with some of the videos of different industries, Lean and Six Sigma applications. So enjoy them and see you soon.
Navin, before that, we would like to take ending polls.
Okay, I would like to conduct a poll. If you can just answer this question. If you can just, thank you, Marcelda. You are also great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your appreciations, and great. Thanks a lot. As I keep saying, these kinds of appreciations make this old man going. Yes. Okay, great. Thanks a lot, everyone. And see you soon in our training program. I'll be happy to see you there. Just walk in, register, and have a great experience. I promise you that. Thanks a lot. We can't hear. We can't hear anything. Sorry, we can't hear anything. The video, audio is not available. You have to share the audio also while playing.
People like Q.
Can you go back from the beginning?
Green and better
Can you
efficiency.
go back from the beginning?
Lean and Six Sigma is an improvement methodology which reduces costs, defects, errors, cycle times, and increases the customer satisfaction, resulting in better efficiency and higher profits.